Good morning, third grade. Happy Thursday. Welcome back to math. We have a test day today, if you see. This is our last test of the school year, so we want to go slow, take our time, do our best. And if you'll notice, we're on page 243, 244, and we skipped a page. So make sure when you do the page, you're on the right page. So the page 240, 242 was on scale drawings again, but we're skipping that lesson and we're going to this page, 243, okay? Now, whenever we do a quiz, I always am gonna explain it for you first and then have you do it. Make sure you do the quiz with me. Don't just watch the video and then try to remember which ones I said. Make sure you do it with me. Today we have more questions than normal because I want to check everything we've been learning. So you're going to do more problems on your own today than with me, but it's because it's our final test. So think about, it's still going to be a lot less than we normally have. Think about when we had a test in class and you had to do front and back, all the problems all by yourself. It's nothing like that, but it's going to be more than the 7 or 8 that I've been having you do. You're going to do a few more than that, okay? All right, so let's get our page out. I'm going to share my screen, make sure everyone's on the right 2 pages. This is what it looks like. So it says time to review. The front is page 243. The back is page 244. So make sure this is what you have on. Don't tear it out, but have this open in your book. Okay. You are going to take a picture of this and send it to me, front and back, when you're finished. Okay. All right. So let's zoom in and get started. For problem number 1, we're all going to draw a bar graph to illustrate this story problem. Erica read 20 books, Natasha read 45 books, and Megan read 60 books in the reading contest. Now I'm going to help you guys out by helping you get this graph drawn on your paper, but you're going to have to fill it in, okay? So let's draw a big rectangle, leaving space on the sides to write our labels and our title and our scale. Okay, I'm going to title this Books Read. And I'm going to help you guys with our the scale going down. Okay, so look at our numbers. We've got 20, 45, and 60. So 60 is the highest we need to go. We could go to 70 if we want. I'm going to count by tens, okay? So I'm going to go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, okay? And we need to write the names of the kids on the sides. This is our labels. So we've got Erica read a certain amount of books, Natasha read a certain amount of books, and Megan read a certain amount of books. Now this is the quiz part. You need to draw your bars looking at the information up here, okay? What Natasha read and what Megan read. Now, be careful because if you look, one of the books says 945 books and there's no 45 on our graph. So you're going to have to decide where your graph is going to, how far your bar is going to go out. Okay? So pause the video and do your graph now. Okay, friends, moving on, once you've done your graph, we're going to look at factors. It says write 2 factors for each number. Now the rule for this, friends, is that our numbers can't be the same. So, like I'll do 64. 8 times 8 makes 64, right? But I can't use both 8. So let's think of the ways to make 64. So 1 and 64, 2 and 32. I don't know if you guys knew that. 8 and 8. So I can pick any of these. So I'm going to pick 8 and 2. I picked these two. All right? You can pick any 2 factors for each number. Okay? So I like to just think of what are 2 numbers that multiply to get it. So think of what 2 numbers multiply to get 32. Don't just guess. If you're not sure what makes 32, write out some multiples and see if you can figure out what makes 32. Okay? So you need to do letter A, letter B, and letter E by yourself. Okay, everybody do that now. Okay, friends, once you've done section 2, I want you to go down to section 3. Section 3 is multiplying, but we need to cross cancel first. So if I'm looking at 1/5 times 5/6, do you see something I can cross cancel? Yeah, those 5s. Cross out those 5s and make them 1s. All right, and now I can just multiply. Top times top, bottom times bottom. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 6 is 6. 1/6 is my answer. I want you to do B, D, and E by yourself. Go ahead and do that now. Make sure you cross cancel before you multiply. Begin. Okay, friends, if you needed more time, keep pausing the video so that you can do B, C, and E of section 3. Let's go down to number 4. Do you guys remember when I said this was going to be on the test and I had us all practice this really well? Okay, I am not going to fill it in at all for you. So this is totally independent. I want you to fill in the lines. What place value are all of these on? Okay, actually, I am going to give you 1. I'm going to give you the 1's place. Okay, the rest I want you to do. This is a decimal point, so remember what's to the right of the decimal. Okay, so you're doing section 4 by yourself, 4A. Go ahead and do that now. All right, if you need more time, pause the video again. I'm moving to the back side of the paper. Okay, friends, so this is all things we have done, so I don't need to do a sample for you. These are the ones you're going to pause the video and do now, so this might take you a little bit of time. You're going to do letter A, letter B, letter C, and letter F. Okay, and that's it. These 4, A, B, C, and F. All right, so go ahead, pause the video and do those 4 right now. Make sure you put the decimals in because decimals count. So on letter A and letter C, it's decimals. Make sure you have a decimal in your answer. Okay, friends, moving on to section 6. I am going to do letter B with you. You guys are going to do letter A by yourself. Okay? So can 89 kids go into 8 desks? No. And 88 desks? No. And 883 desks? Yes. I'm going to try 8. 9 times 8 is 72. 8 times 8 is 64. 64 plus 7, 64 in my head, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71. That's not as close as I thought, so I'm going to try one more. 89 times 9. Let's see. 9 times 9 is 81. 9 times 8 is 72. 72 plus 8. 72 in my head. 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. Oh, that's better. 801 is better than 712. So I'm going to put 801 under here. I'm going to erase this just because it's a little bit. Okay, and that was 89 times 9. Let's subtract and see what we get. 3 minus 1 is 2. 8 minus 0 is 8, so we have 82. Bring down the 4. Can 89 kids go into 824 desks? Yeah, 9 again, huh? 801 subtract, I get 23. Remainder 23. I'm not going to do the check here, but you guys will on yours. Make sure you multiply the top quotient times the divisor and then add your remainder. Okay, you guys don't have to do the check here, okay? I was just letting you know how to check. All you have to do right now is this problem, letter A, divide and check. Okay, so go ahead and do 21 into 1,974. Take your time, pause the video. All right, if you needed more time, please continue pausing. We're now looking down on section 7. I'm going to do 1 together and you're going to do 1 by yourself. Okay, so here we go. I need to make 1 because 4 can't stay 4. We have to make a fraction, so 4 over 1. And now I'm going to change this back into an improper fraction. 5 times 3 is 15. 15 plus 3 is 18. So that became 18 over 5. Is there anything I can cross cancel here? I can't cross cancel 4 and 5, and I can't cross cancel 1 and 18. So I won't cross cancel there. But you might need to cross cancel in yours, so be careful when you do B by yourself. All right, top times top, bottom times bottom. I know my bottom is going to be 5. 1 times 5 is 5, but let's do 18 times 4. I'm going to do it over here on the side. 4 times 8 is 32. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 3 is 7. So I got 72. 72 over 5. I know that I can't leave that. It's improper. Can 5 kids go into 72 desks, or in 7 desks, sorry? Yes, once. 5 times 1 is 5, subtract. I get 2, bring down my 2, 22. How many 5s can go into 22? 4. 5 times 4 is 20, subtract, I get 2. Now they're gonna want my answer, my remainder in a fraction. So 2 is my top over 5. So 14 and 2/5 is my answer. All right, you're gonna do number B, letter B by yourself, okay? Pause the video and go ahead and do that. All right, that's all you have to do on 7. Okay, now we're gonna go down to number 8. Number 8 is just circling the larger pair. I'm gonna do A, B, and C with you, and you're gonna do D through I by yourself, okay? So letter A, what's bigger, 10 millimeters or 10 centimeters? A millimeter is really, really tiny, guys. It's those teeny tiny lines. Centimeters are my pinky. So yeah, 10 centimeters is way bigger than 10 millimeters. Think of a millimeter as like a strand of hair. So 10 hairs lined up or 10 pinkies lined up. Yeah. What's bigger, 5/8 or 3/4? Some of you, I showed this trick, the cross multiplying. What's 8 times 3? 8 times 3 is 24. What's 4 times 5? 4 times 5 is 20. What's bigger, 20 or 24? 24. So guess what? 3/4 is bigger. That's a cool little trick. All right, let's look at letter C. What's bigger, 7 thousandths or 7 tenths? You could also say 700 thousandths. What's bigger, 7 thousandths or 700 thousandths? Yeah, 700 thousandths. Okay, you guys are gonna circle what is bigger for D, for E, for F, for G, for H, and for I. Circle which one is bigger. On letter D, it looks like you're going to have to do some multiplying on scratch paper to find out what's bigger, okay? So D would probably be the hardest one there. Okay, pause the video and circle which one is bigger of those two for all of those ones I highlighted in pink. Okay, friends, that is our final video for math. And all the ones that I have highlighted pink are the ones that you have to do on your own. So finish your graph, the factoring, the multiplying fractions, the place value words, and then all those ones on the back, 5A, B, C, and F, 6A, 7B, and then 8D through I. Please take a picture when you are finished, as soon as you're finished with this, and send it to me. If I don't get to go through every single one of these with you today, I will be calling you tomorrow. So we don't have a math video to watch tomorrow, but I may be following up with some of you who I didn't get to talk to on the phone today if you weren't done with your test when our call came, okay? So work on this test. Take your time though. I don't want you to rush. So if you're not finished when it's time for our phone call, then that's okay. You'll finish it and we'll make a phone call later. I don't want you to rush on this. I want you to take your time and go your slowest. You've seen that even Miss Roach can make mistakes when she goes fast. Go slow, take your time. I know you can do it, guys. I'm so proud of you. All right, I will see you in our FaceTime call. All right, bye guys.